enough, a majority of the amount of force that's put into the ground comes from muscle contraction. So the work in the weight room that you're doing is extremely important because you're working on increasing contractile strength to propel your body down the track. When you go up into the set position, you take a small breath in. When the gun goes off, you hold your breath. You don't go. If you're going for a bench press max, do you do this? No, you do this. You hold your breath. Why? Because when you hold your breath, you increase your intra-abdominal pressure. If you're in the right body position, this helps stabilize the spine. It's like putting an air splint on the spine. Like if you fall down and you break your arm and they put a thing on it, it'll blow it up. It increases stabilization so you leak less energy. What it also does is it increases your intrathoracic pressure. So when you increase your intrathoracic pressure, your intracarotid pressure, the carotid arteries that go up, increases a lot. Now, some physicians would say, this is a little bit dangerous because when intracarotid pressure goes up, the pressure inside your brain goes up, and if you have a little weak spot, you could have a blowout. That's true. But what it does is when intracarotid pressure goes up, it stimulates the receptors in what's called the carotid body. And the carotid body has baroreceptors, pressure receptors in there. And so it sends signals to the brain, deep down in the brain, and links with the inhibitory neurons in the brain. And it stimulates the inhibitory neurons that inhibit the other inhibitory neurons. Now I know that sounds confusing, but we always have an override on our brain. Our inhibitory neurons are always wanting to turn off the biggest, most powerful motor unit controlled neurons. If we could turn off the inhibitory neurons on the biggest motor units, we can produce so much more force. And so that's why we want to hold the breath when we come out of the blocks. We want to hold the breath, and you can either do push,